Try something. Just playing. Hey, girl.
Hi guys. In honor of 8 years together, we are going to be doing a How I Met You video. How we met each other. But instead of sitting here together and just telling our story, I thought it'd be a little more fun if we filmed separately. So you can see how we met, but in our own words. So here's the story of how Cole and Ashley met. Cole and I, when we first met, we were living in Athens, Georgia.
I met Ashley in Athens at a car wash. I know, romantic comedy material already.
Cole had been working at one of the other locations of the car wash a little bit further south of the city.
Her brother asked me to come and work for him when I transferred and moved to Athens.
He didn't intend to work at the car wash, but my brother had reached out to him knowing how much of a hard worker he was and asked him if he would come.
And the first time I saw Ashley, it was probably about 100 degrees outside, and she scowled at me.
I was working, and this is one of those car washes where they had the automated car loaders. So you have someone that's at the station that has to do this, tell people to put the car in neutral, foot off the brake, hands off the steering wheel, and you're gonna go through the car wash. Immediately,
I pretty much knew that, you know, things would work out.
So I was out there on a busy hot day, and I was working with my coworker Cody. I remember looking over and seeing this really tall guy and then a shorter guy, and the tall guy went in to talk to Cody, and of course my brain thought it was some customer complaining, and I was tired and hot, and I was just like, oh, what do these people want?
Didn't really talk to Ashley that first day because of the whole scowl thing.
And I just gave him probably this nasty look like, oh my gosh, just go back to your car and vacuum and just get away.
She and her brother were getting back from Disney World. So Aaron hired me so they could go to Disney World, and he would have someone there to work. And I was that guy. So when Ashley got back, she actually had a souvenir for a special someone. It just wasn't me, actually, at that time. It's her ex-boyfriend. So again, pretty much knew I had it in the bag.
When Cole and I met, I was kind of sort of in a relationship. I had dated this other guy for 5 years, all through college, and we were hitting a rough patch. It was actually more than a rough patch, but I'll just call it that. First encounter actually meeting Cole face to face was I was driving up, and I remember seeing him at the front of the car wash, like standing outside. So I pulled up, and as soon as I pulled up, he walks over to my car, opens my door for me, puts out his hand and says, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Cole Cason.
We kind of got to know each other by working together after that. She didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to me at first because I had hair and I looked like a 12-year-old.
Cole likes to joke that when I met him, I didn't give him the time of day until he shaved his head. So he had like a little bit of shaggy hair when I first met him, and then he shaved his head. And yes and no, I do remember when he shaved, I was like, oh yeah, this guy, I'm digging him.
Once I shaved my head, she started to pay a whole lot more attention to me. I think it was because it made me look older. And from there, love blossomed.
There was one night where he was getting off work. I had gotten off a little bit earlier, and we decided, well, why don't we just go get some dinner together? Let's just go talk. We're friends. We haven't hung out really outside of work. What's the harm in it? We went to dinner at this place in downtown Athens, this pizza place. I can't remember the name of it.
Transmet in Athens.
But you could buy pizza by the slice, and they had like their really thick pizza, and then they had the thin pizza. And I'm not a hand toss type pizza eater. I don't really like hand tossed pizza. So I ordered this like really thick pizza, and I had never been there before. Cole had been there, and I remember him telling me the pieces were really big and the thick was really big, and he made an offhand comment like, are you gonna order salad? So to try and impress him, I was like, I'm gonna order 2 pieces of this huge pizza to prove to him that I'm not one of those girls that just eats salads. Well, the pizza was huge, and I forced myself to eat both pieces, and I was so full, but I was like, no, I have to prove to him that I am not one of those girls that eats like a rabbit.
The first night that we kissed, we were over at my brother's all night and watching a pretty strange show I remember called Californication. Really, really weird show.
They had this really large sectional sofa in the middle of the room, and then they had some chairs. So a bunch of people over there. I mean, the sofa was full, and I was sitting over here, and Cole was sitting across the room, in a chair across the room. And the entire night, we just kept like looking at each other and smiling. I really, really, really like this guy. I really want to see what could happen with us, and we will see. We will see what happens. But in that moment, I could just feel it. Just the way he looked at me, the way I looked at him, I could just see it.
At that point, we had been out a couple of times, and she was really digging the shaved head thing, which is ironic because now she likes it when I have hair. So I guess I aged quickly.
We were gonna go back to Cole's apartment.
It was pretty funny, actually. The first time that we kissed, she was the aggressor.
I'm gonna kiss him. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm going to kiss him. So I lean in to kiss him, and he goes fish lips, like dead lips on me. He does not kiss me back. I kiss like this, and he's just...
She really like came in like fast, and I just played dead. And I was like... And so she kind of panicked because she kissed me and I didn't kiss her back, but it was just, I was messing with her because that's what I do and who I am.
And I had a good 5-second panic attack, like, oh my gosh, I just made a fool of myself. I just read all those signs wrong. What am I gonna do? Oh no, I have to go home. And 5 seconds later, Cole gives me that irresistible smile that he has. He does this little smirk that I love. He did his little smirk, and he just kind of looked at me, and he's like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And then leans in and kisses me.
Then we kind of made things official, maybe like a week later, which really excited a lot of people in my family.
After that, we started dating, and from that minute we started dating up until we made it official, Facebook official, the following week, we have been together ever since.
So that's how we met. It's not the most romantic story, but it is our story. I like it.
And every day has been just like when I first met him. I still get butterflies thinking about him. I still get excited every time I know he's coming home. I still get excited when he calls me. I still feel for him what I felt for him then. It's just now, it's just getting deeper.
She's changed me for the better, mostly.
I know for a fact he's my true love. I know for a fact he's my soulmate. Yeah, I didn't believe in all that stuff before, but with him, I believe it. And I know for a fact we were meant to be together. We just meant. We are meant to be together. He really does complete me, and I love him with every single part of me.
Probably don't say it enough. I feel like I do. I feel like I say I love you a lot, but she knows. You know.
My life changed the minute I met him. That moment that I stepped out of that car and he shook my hand, my life changed from that moment on, and it has been amazing ever since. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on the story of how we met. If you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe below. Leave us a comment.
Or maybe it'll be over here this time. The subscribe button.
Wherever it is.
It could be anywhere.
Don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up.
That is always over here.
We will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.
Bye. Am I supposed to be doing the whole life story or just how we met? Went on a couple of more dates and then we had a baby. That's Nolan. his picture is gonna be here. I'm gonna do the things that Ashley does where she splices in graphics. It's gonna be here. Nolan's picture is gonna be in my hand if she does it right. And then we got married in Athens after having the baby because I didn't want it to look like a shotgun wedding. Then we moved to DC and for Ashley's job, and we had another baby. That was Colin's. His photo will be here. We didn't like it there, really. Well, it was just really expensive. So we moved to Jacksonville, and we had Gaines. We had a baby when we moved. His photo is here in my hands. It's gonna be really awkward if Ashley can't pull these graphics off, so here. We moved back to Georgia mostly because of a good job opportunity for me and just to be closer to family. And when we moved back, we had another baby. Every time we move, baby. And that was Jackson, and his photo will be right here on my shoulder. It's gonna be here. So that is how we met and quickly had 4 babies. Yep, bye.